Alrighty, so I've been talking about doing this video for the past year and a half, maybe even more, and I mean the train has finally left procrastination station, so it is time to get started on my art tour series. And as you may be able to tell, we are starting out with paintings. Now these are going to be all of my acrylic paintings, and there's a good chunk of watercolor too, and I'm very excited. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. I just cannot wait any longer, alrighty? So grab a snack, kick back and relax, and let's get into this art tour series of paintings. Alrighty, so before we get into all of the paintings that you see here and even more, there's a lot, okay? I do want to show you some other paintings that I'm actually wearing, okay? So let's get into that quickly. So you may have noticed my beautiful shirt here, Rainforest Cafe, and you might have seen this in a few other videos, and I actually did make a video solely for this. I painted this. Kind of hard to see, but I made an entire video on how I painted this all with bleach. Yes, bleach. It was very tedious, but I think I did a very good job. Let me show you the back. This was so much fun to do, and I've been wanting to do even more of this. I have a few other ideas, and I just need to thrift some more black shirts. This is thrifted. Rainforest Cafe, let's go. But you might have also noticed my pants. Now, I also did make a video on these pants that I painted. Let me give you a little bit of a better look. We have a little Pikmin alien and the UFO here. I did basically like a very fancy Nancy looking galaxy. We have a beautiful vine plant, and I even painted my cat Olive. I will have both of these videos linked down below for you to watch, but I just quickly want to say that I wore these to the dentist the last time I went, and they loved it. And quickly, I want to shout out Strawberry Dingo Designs. Not sponsored. Nothing in this video is sponsored or affiliated with any products or brands shown or mentioned. But this is a wonderful small business that I discovered just this past summer. They're cute little orange slices that match my little orange flower that I use for my microphone. They're just so cute. I mean, I'm quite fruity myself, so I think they're very fitting. Support small businesses! Okay, so to get started with this art tour So to get started with this art tour series, we are going to dive into watercolors. Now, with the products that I use that are not sponsored or affiliated with anything, this is not sponsored, okay? What I use is very simple, very affordable, okay? I don't use anything very fancy, nothing crazy expensive, not even close. So with my watercolors, I've been using this palette right here that I got for, I don't know, I'm gonna guess $12. It has 36 colors in there. This works very well. I mean, these are the only watercolors I've ever used, but as I will show you, they work very well. You don't need anything fancy or crazy expensive to make art. With watercolors, I also sometimes use watercolor pencils. There are 24 in here. It is duct taped shut because the tin doesn't really close anymore, but watercolor pencils are a great thing if you just want to add really small details, which I will show you an example of very soon. But that's basically all I use for watercolors, and then when we get to acrylics, I'll talk about acrylics. So one of the first examples that I actually have behind me, I think this is the only watercolor that I've done on a canvas, but it is a little horse portrait head, whatever, on a rainbow background. Be who you are for your pride. Now, as you might be able to see, I signed and dated it right on on the image instead of doing it on the side or the back as I have been doing ever since. This was from 2012, okay? I'm gonna cut myself some slack. I think it's very cute. I've been a horse girl forever and always. I love horsies, okay? I think it's very cute. It isn't bad at all. So just this past year, I got back into watercolor painting. I've been on my acrylic grind for years. I've done acrylic painting a few times throughout my life, but just this past year I got back into it, and I no longer have the physical photo as I gave it away, but I painted my little cousin when they were a baby, and that's what kind of got the ball rolling and those gears cranking, and I'm like, hey, I actually like watercolor. That was so fun to do, but it was also so like, I was dripping sweat, I was pouring sweat because I hardly ever paint people, let alone babies. I don't think I've ever even drawn a baby. So it was, I don't want to say difficult, it was just, my mind was not at ease the entire time. But the end result, I think, is very good. I think it looks like a baby. Boss baby? But I'm about to show you a watercolor painting that I'm currently working on. I'm actually currently doing 3, but this is the one that I have the most progress with. Yeah, it's taped to my lap desk, whatever. So I'm actually painting 3 portraits of the same dog. My relative's dog passed away, and so I just thought this would be a really nice way to kind of just have a nice memory of the sweet pup. And this is all in watercolor. It's a photo of the dog when they're in the shower. So I think it's cute. I'm not done. I don't know. I think it's good. I also don't paint dogs often. I mean, okay, yeah, I have some examples, but I mostly paint flora, as you will see. But I think it's pretty good so far. I've just drawn the other ones. Can you even see that? It's not done. And then this is a person hugging the dog. It's not done. I just wanted to show you what I'm currently working on. Alrighty, so let's continue. None of these are in order. No chronological order, nothing. I'm just going random here. This is one of my first watercolor paintings. It's just a whole lemon and then a lemon slice. I don't think it's bad at all. I know I can make it a lot more detailed now, but I mean, it's cute. This is from 10 years ago, August of 2026. Sorry, I'm looking at that side. The camera's there. Fruity. Alrighty, so, oh, cute little shadow. So I guess I lied. I got back into watercolors 2 years ago because if you've been with me since then, you might recognize this frog and toad watercolor painting. I did make an entire video on this, and I think it's really good. If I could change anything, I would add more depth to the weeping willow, maybe blend out the very harsh shadows along the hills and the stream and everything, but other than that, I think it's very good. I love frog and toad. I love frogs and toads in general, okay? And I think it's just lovely. I love summertime. I love sunsets. It's just beautiful fauna and flora. You can't go wrong with it. And in a thrifted frame, of course. Okay, I'll have to actually find the date in which I painted this because I don't think I even put it on here, but I painted Miss Ahsoka Tano in watercolor. Oh, okay, so I guess I really lied. I did this right when COVID started and I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, I love Ahsoka. I love to paint. Let me do something. I made up this little scene. I don't know what planet it's on. I don't know. I just made it up. But this is Ahsoka in her adult form and I think it's very good. It's very detailed. I like it. I love Ahsoka. Oh, in a thrifted frame, of course. Like, dang, that's good. I'm sure any artist can relate to this, but I'm probably my biggest hater. When I first did this, I was criticizing myself so much, but looking at it bro, if I saw someone selling this at an art fair or something, I would pay a good 50 smackaroonies for this. I'm not selling this, but I would buy it from someone. I think it's really good. I would add more shadows to the scenery, but I mean, Ahsoka herself, beautiful. I love it. These next few paintings are not anything special. They're some of my first watercolor paintings, so it's just a little pumpkin patch. It's cute, not very detailed, but it's not bad. I love autumnal colors, as you will be able to tell. I just painted a simple leaf. I think it's a maple leaf. I don't know. I don't know why the frame, it isn't in the correct frame size, whatever. It's whatever. It's whatever. This bad boy right here, I painted, I'm going to guess 7th, maybe 8th grade. It's a cute little landscape. I'm looking at it and I think the Lion King, you know? It's cute. I don't know why the birds are so dark. Like, I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so as I was trying to acquire every painting that I've ever done, keep in mind, every painting that I've ever done will not be shown in this video because I have gifted so many away. Yeah. But as I was looking, I found this giant, what are these called? I don't know, a little art briefcase, if you will. I know there are some paintings in here, but I also haven't gone through here in I don't know how long, and I'm very curious, and I feel like you might be curious as well. Is your name George? Okay. I'm so good at not dating things, as you will see all throughout this series. I know this is from high school, or maybe middle school. No, I think it was high school. I took every art class imaginable except watercolor. I never took watercolor. But I have a little story. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a lot of stories. It's gonna be a chatty Cathy video, okay? My senior year of high school was so... It happened. I took AP Art Photography, Advanced Placement Photography. I was a photographer for yearbook. Both of those classes were year-long. I was also taking ceramics at the time and drawing 4. High school was a blur. Anyways, about watercolor, I never took it, and during senior year, people whom I no longer associate myself with, they all decided to take that class together without telling me or asking me if I wanted to join, even though I don't want to assume anything, but I feel like out of that whole friend group, I was the most artistic one. But maybe they were just too scared to see my talent. I don't know. Anyways, I dodged a bullet with that one. Anyways, let's get back into it. So, high school art show, we had to like make our own display, and we had to like write our name in a fancy way or whatever. Even though I was doing photography, I decided to do a little bit of watercolor. So I painted this. As you will see in a lot of my art pieces, there's going to be so many references to the Tangled movie, specifically the Tangled sun symbol logo, okay? We also have the little bikini bottom clouds, the flower clouds in there. Like, this is cute. Sorry, I just found something from 1st grade. Is that in here? Sorry, these reactions you will see when we get to photography. Bro, this is from Congress. Certificate of Special Congressional Recognition presented to Kelly Sharp in recognition of your participation in an artistic discovery, the Congressional Art Competition for high school students. That's fucking crazy. So I finally found the piece from 1st grade. This might have been my first ever watercolor, and I won an award for it. Where is that award, you may ask? I don't know. Yeah, I can't show what's on the bottom, but it's titled Underwater Ocean. I sure hope it's underwater, but wow, we have a whale, an octopus, a shark eating something, dolphins, what is that, an underwater volcano? A mermaid.
A drag queen!
A scuba diver. So this looks like it was done with watercolor, pastel, and a Sharpie. What is that, an orange stingray? I've never seen an orange stingray. Charcoal. There's so much to show. There's a lot of photography and a lot of drawing in here, but I did find some more watercolor. I don't know if I just didn't finish it or what, but it's a cute little desert scene with a moon and a beautiful sky. It's very pretty. I don't know why there's so much blank space. Okay, like, it isn't bad at all. It's just like missing the sky and the water. Oh, 2016, 10 years ago. Way to go, way to date it. And unused watercolor paper, so yay, more for my collection. And didn't date it. I don't know, 2015 maybe? It's cute. Again, more autumnal trees. Oh my god, I know you can smell it. It's school paint. Like it has such a specific smell. It's an apple. Pineapple, apple pen. I'm sorry. It's cute. This was when we were learning about shadows and highlights. I think it's good. It's fine.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Look at that. That's like actually really good. This is 6th grade. A beautiful sunset. Sunsets is another thing that you will see quite often in my paintings. I love a good sunset, or maybe it's a sunrise. I don't know. I guess we're kind of going in and out of watercolor, but whatever. 5th grade. What's going on here? Looks like a tree fell over the river. 2 trees fell over the river. And again, a sunset or sunrise. Yes, more shadows and highlights. Okay. Oh, I made this in 5th hour. I didn't date it or anything, but I made it during 5th hour, 5th period. Good to know. Okay, it is finally time to officially get into the acrylic paintings, so let's get into it. Again, what I'm showing you is not going to be in chronological order. It's just what I have in front of me. But with acrylic paints, I don't really care what brand it is. I mean, I do mostly use one specific brand just because it's affordable and very decent quality. It's the Basics brand. I also use a few others that I cannot even think of right now. I'll throw some photos. A good chunk of those I have gotten secondhand, very luckily. Just this past week, I went to the thrift store because they kind of recently added like a whole art aisle. It's amazing. Every kind of art and craft thing that you can think of. I scored a giant bottle of red paint, like in a tube, for $2. Paint of that size, that brand is usually like $11-12 without a coupon, so that's amazing. Check out the thrift store for crafting stuff, yes. But yeah, I don't really care what brand it is. I have so many different brands as long as it's decent quality. That's all I can ask for. So yeah, let's just get into the acrylic paintings. So this was painted. Oh, that looks pretty if I added a rainbow. I was just about to say it's so bland. It's so bland on its own. I painted this right in the beginning of COVID as well. That's crazy. I was painting something this lame in my opinion, and then I also was painting that beautiful Ahsoka watercolor piece. But anyways, yeah, I don't know why I painted this. I've always wanted to add more to it, but looking at that with a rainbow on there, I'm like, bro, that would be so beautiful. But yeah, it just needs more details. The boat like blends into the water. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why I made it, but I definitely want to add to it. This one is from 2013.
2013.
Again, more autumnal forest. This is when I first discovered birch trees. Like, not like first discovered them, that's when I became obsessed with them. It sticks out like a sore thumb on this painting, but I think it's cute. There's a lot to be said. Like, it isn't bad. It's cute. Yet another painting that I did not date. It is a beautiful hibiscus flower. Like, it isn't bad at all. It just needs more depth to it. So I think I might add a little bit more onto this. One thing that I forgot to mention, especially with my acrylic paintings, I want to get rid of quite a few of these, especially something like this. I don't know, I don't like it at all. But if I add a little bit more to it to make it like good, I could probably sell it, right? Make some money off of this stuff. So yeah, I didn't even start the painting. It's this photo that I'm gonna paint on there. Beautiful fairy self-portrait. Go follow me at Sharpshot Photo here on YouTube. But yeah, I started to paint that. Oh, I can kind of see the original painting. What is it? Oh, it's like an archway with a path leading up to a hill. This is what I did with a lot of my older paintings and stuff that were just like so ugly. I would just paint over them and then I have a new canvas. So yeah, I just need to actually paint this one. I guess I was procrastinating so much because I hadn't painted people in so long, but I just need to go for it, you know? So I'll get back on this. Okay, yes, lovely 7th grade piece, just for shits and gigs, you know? It's cute, just 2 little foxes at play. It would look cute with a rainbow. Maybe I could sell this and advertise it as like kids room decor and then sell it to like a really rich person who wants to support a small artist, you know? I don't know, maybe. It's fine, it's cute. So you know how I said that I got into birch trees at one time? Yeah, I made a whole forest full of them, and I decided to add a little orange flower. I can go back in time, and I know that I tried to make this look like the tangled flower that ended up in the forest. It wasn't in a birch tree forest, but I had to combine that somehow. I don't know, I could try to sell this. If not, I'll paint over it. It's titled First Day of Spring. I made this freshman year of high school. It isn't bad. It isn't amazing. It's fine. It's just a cutesy little storm in the ocean, but I eventually tried to repaint this piece, which I did. I'll try and find a photo. Unfortunately, that beautiful piece I gave to someone who is such a mean person who I no longer talk to. So sad. I got rid of a lot of amazing pieces of work to terrible people. But you live and you learn. So 6th grade art class is when I really got into painting. Like, it isn't bad. It's okay, it's cute. It's cute. And again, another sunset, another sunset. Oh my god, I glopped the paint on this thing. Like, that is textured. Every light in the city is on. Big city, big dreams, okay? Yes. Big city, big dreams. You know what that means. And again, another piece I made in 6th grade is just a little ducky floating in the pond. Actually, I don't know what kind of bird that is. What kind of bird is that? I don't know. I don't know. Do you ever just eat a vegan hot dog and then you feel like you're gonna blow chunks? Anyways. So, of course, I forgot another painting. It's nothing special. I mean, it was special to me at one moment when I had a short obsession with cherry blossom trees. It's nothing special. I'm gonna try to... I don't know if I want to paint over it or just spiff it up a little and try to sell it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So finally getting into all the pieces that I have finally getting into all the pieces that I have behind me. Starting out with this beautiful lady here. Yep, of course I didn't date it. So this is one of my first like mixed medium pieces. I don't know if you can quite tell. It's 3D. Fabric, like tissue paper, glitter glue. There's like those little iron-on beads that can like flatten together. I put those along the glasses. The lips have like a shimmery fabric along with the shirt. I don't know who this is supposed to be. Someone with green eyes, red eyebrows, and brown hair. Maybe this was me in 6th grade when I did my makeup that way. I don't know. I don't know. It's so ugly to the point where I feel like a rich person would love to buy this. So this is another piece that I'm gonna try and sell. Okay, so this one is titled The Modern House. I made this in 7th grade, I believe. I wasn't on any substances. I wasn't watching like any weird movies at the time. I don't know. I don't know what inspired this. I don't know if I went to like a museum and I saw something that made me think like, oh, I should paint something like that. I've never been to a location that looks like this. I don't know. Maybe I saw this in a dream and I had to paint it. But it's one of those things where it's like, it could go at any angle. So yeah, this is how it's supposed to be, quote unquote. Yeah. I don't know. Like, those are like lights on the ceiling. Maybe there's like a floral portrait. I don't know if those are like stepping stones or like a rug or something. Over here we have a little hanging light that looks like a dining table. That looks like a bridge, a walkway. I don't know. I don't even remember making this piece, but I've had it ever since and I don't plan on parting with it. It's just so weird. This one is titled Fall Time. Yes, I think that's obvious. Again, more autumnal themes. A cute little scarecrow and hay bales and pumpkins and a pile of leaves that are falling off the tree. Like, it's cute, it's charming, and I think that's why I want to keep it, but I would never want to hang it up. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I'll put this in my I don't fucking know pile, okay? And you ready for more autumnal pieces. Wow, look at that. Yeah, another multimedia piece. So there's acrylic paint, both matte and shimmer. And then we have glitter glue that's also like Mod Podged on there for some reason. Then I have these like cardboard letters that spell autumn, and I couldn't find the U, so I used a C to make autumn. It's something like this. I can't paint over it, and I don't know anyone who would want to spend money to buy this, but maybe someone will. I don't know. Maybe someone loves fall time more than I do. Probably. Okay, so the next two actually go together. The branches are supposed to line up. So let's start with the bad one, and then I'll show you the good one. It's just a lonesome little bird. Like, it's actually cute. Like, the background is a cute like green to blue ombre with pretty purple leaves and everything. Oh my god, that hot dog, what's it doing to me? And the bird, a beautiful orange, is a great contrast against all of those cool tones. However, the bird is so ugly. It's so ugly. Let's look at the good one. I think I was having a much better day when I painted this. It's giving Rio. Take me to Rio. Na, 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 like an eagle. It's cute. Oh, I used like a shimmery sparkle paint for the pink. That's pretty. So yeah, I'll have to get rid of both these as a set. Hopefully a rich person wants to buy these from me. Let me scooch on over so I can show you what's on this side. I'm gonna try not to topple everything over. So this is titled House Sparrow, done in acrylic on December 14th of 2023. I made this for my grandma. We both love birds so very much. Not to give too much lore away, but this is when my great aunt, my grandma's sister, passed away, and so I painted it like they were both birds. I don't know. I think it's really cute. My grandma, she loved it, and I think it's very cute. I love the colors that I did. Lots of olive tones, yellows, browns. Very nice. Okay, I think this is my most detailed painting that I have ever done, and it took me 5 months to do. It could have taken me maybe a month, a single month, but I kept putting it off because it was so daunting, and yeah. Oh wow, I wrote information. Okay, so it's titled Sleepy Totoro from the movie My Neighbor Totoro. Love that movie, could not recommend it enough. The medium, I wrote acrylic and cat hair. I have to have the book still, but I'll put it up here. I used to be huge on American Girl, specifically American Girl Doll of the Year, Sage, and her story Sage Paints the Sky, because she loved painting, Western stuff, horses, she was close with her grandma. A fifth thing. I love that. It resonated so much with me, and she had brown hair too, so I was like, this could be me in another universe. There's a movie and there's a book. I watched the movie once and I read the book probably 5 times. I don't think the stories lined up. I really don't know. That would be such a fun movie to react to. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. So in the book, Sage is painting a painting for something. I think it's for school, I don't know. And then her cat either bumps into the painting, or the hair is floating, it gets stuck to the painting. She gets so mad. And instead of picking it out with tweezers like a normal person, she lets it dry, but then she paints on top of it, and she's like, wow, that gives a really cool texture. Multimedia queen. Yes. So that's kind of why I wrote that on here, because it's funny to me, an inside joke with myself. Okay, but back to the painting. I started this on September 11th, and then I ended it on February 14th. Whoa! 9/11 to Valentine's Day. That's something, okay. But great memories with this. Oh, let me just show it. This right here. Oh my god, the most detailed thing I have ever painted. Wow. So this is a screen cap grab. I can never think of the right term. It's a screenshot from the movie My Neighbor Totoro, when he's in the forest and everything in his sleepy little cove, and I just love that scene so much, and so I had to paint it. But it's just Wow. I think it is, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This took me so many hours to do. Like, it's crazy, but great memory because when I started the painting, I'll have to find a photo. Like, it's crazy. I started painting this with a dear friend of mine. We went to the park and we were there until the sun had set and there was no light and we had to pull out our phones to keep painting. Just such a lovely day. Beautiful day, great memory. Oh my God, I finished painting this the day before we hung out again. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, I love this painting so much. I love all the fauna and flora. I want to be there. It's beautiful. Okay.
Smack cam.
Well, shoot, I kind of wish I hadn't painted over this because wow. I used to be a big time brony. If you don't know what a brony is, you're too young. Get out of here, not really. It's My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. That had such a dedicated fan base that I was a part of. My favorites were Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy. And it looks like I painted Pinkie Pie at one time in December of 2013, but then I painted over it. I would say 2018, maybe 2019. I painted Harry Styles' Fine Line. I'm so proud of this. One of the first humans that I actually painted that looked good. I designed this whole thing myself. I wanted it to look like stained glass, and I think that it's mission accomplished. Yeah, I'll have to find the photos if I still have them, but I went into PixArt and I edited this photo of Harry sitting on top of a flower, and then I looked at a bunch of 70s inspired pieces of artwork and stained glass and everything, and then I came up with this. I love it so much. I don't give a flip-flop about Harry anymore, but I'm gonna keep this because it's just so amazing and I wouldn't want to sell it. So I popped off with this. Okay, also all of the colors in the past 5 years, 4 years definitely, I have become really good with my color palettes and it looks very cohesive, and this is one of the first paintings where I'm actually wow, that's good. Alrighty, Mama might shed a tear, so let's just get into it. So, my 3 beautiful babies, Shotzi, Lily, and Smokey, all passed away within 6 months of each other. It was a terrible time, and to honor each and every one of them, I decided to paint them a portrait. And this canvas is one that I reused. I painted a tree in 6th grade. I can still see it behind the painting. I see the giant cloud shape of the tree and the trunk, and that's it. I painted my beautiful Lily on top. She was a Rhodesian Ridgeback Pitbull mix, and I did add bronze paint because she quite literally glowed in the sun. I painted a little white aura bubble around her because she was the most bubbly, positive, happy-go-lucky animal I had ever met in my entire life. And I also painted asparagus because she loved asparagus. That was her favorite treat. Whenever we would take her to my grandma's house, she would run to the backyard into the garden and she would eat asparagus. Yeah. Alrighty, so the next painting that I did is of my beautiful boy, Smokey, my angel baby. So I painted this painting twice. Originally in 2022, right after he passed, and then I touched it up 1 year later in 2023. I'll find the before photo. Not bad at all. It's very different from what I would usually do for a painting, not very detailed. It was fine, but then every day when I would look at it, I'm I know I can do so much better because it was so rushed. So over the course of 2 months, I think, I then repainted this. This is probably the second most detailed painting ever aside from Totoro. All of his little whiskers and fur, it looks 3D. And the eyes, his beautiful eyes, my beautiful Smokey. The background is the color of his eyeballs, a beautiful minty blue, and then I added these little white and blue swishes, swirls, swoopies, whatever behind him because he was so mystical, magical, amazing, beautiful. And then my beautiful angel girl, Shotzi. This is probably the 3rd most detailed painting that I've ever done. I think it's great. Her favorite color was red. I don't actually know if it was her favorite color, but she had a red collar, red everything. She had red sweaters. She just looked really good in red. So I made the background a beautiful kind of maroon red ombre. You can see her beautiful little fuzzy chest and everything, her little smile that she always has. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to zoom in here. It always looked like she was wearing lip gloss, and so I made sure to add a little shine to her lips. But she just looks so beautiful. And let's move on to the next one. So all 3 of those pet portraits I did after they passed away, but about 8 years prior to doing this very detailed piece, I painted that same dog, Chatty. It isn't bad. It isn't bad. It isn't good. It could be so much more detailed. So funny thing about Miss Chatty, she was mostly black and white, but as she started to age, like the last 3 years of her life, starting at her tail and then going up to her back and then her back legs, she started to turn red, and you can kind of see it in the painting there. Like her fur turned into the most beautiful auburn color. Nobody knew why. We took her to the vet. Our usual vet was like, I've never seen this. Usually when dogs age, they get gray fur, more white fur. No, her fur just got more colorful. It was so, I don't know. She was a magical dog for sure. Okay, so we are going back to human paintings. In 2022, I decided to do a self-portrait. I don't know if I can find the original photo that I took of myself to base this painting off of, but I painted myself into a mystical magical being, and I did add shimmery paint to it to kind of look like sun rays and everything, as you can see, even in the water. Wow. As you may be able to tell, my skin is green. I did have pink hair once, but never green skin.
Are you sure about that?
And I gave myself green skin because I used to have a Roblox character that had green skin. As soon as I made the account, I decided to have green skin and the classic bacon hair. I don't play Roblox anymore. I'm not gonna say anything, like verbally say anything, because I don't know what that'll do, but here's the story, and I will have something linked below. The whole situation is really gross and disturbing and just like is shameful. It's really sad. So yeah, that person was doing wonderful, amazing things, and then the people in charge of Roblox were like, oh, we don't like that you're being a good person, and we want to continue to let weird people use our platform. So I deleted my account, and I haven't played that in probably 5 months. It sucks. I used to be one of my favorite gaming platforms, but enough about that. That's why I gave myself green skin, and it's just so magical. I don't know what I was on this day. I mean, I probably know, but I think it's really good. I think I do want to do a bit more detailing like on my body itself. It just looks a bit flat. I need to add more vibrant greens to really make it stand out, but I think it's very good. And now on to the giant piece that has been sitting behind me this entire time that you're probably like, girl, are you gonna show it? Yes. So the grand finale piece of the painting portion of this art tour series is my most recent painting, which is also my largest painting that I've ever done. So this is kind of like a mixed media piece. I've been wanting to make like a 3D textured painting forever. Before I made this, I'm like, I really want to see if I can like make my own paint in a way. So I guess I kind of did, but not really. I just took acrylic paint of whatever color and I added a little bit of baking soda. Make sure this is not the same baking soda that you're using for actual baking. Keep it separate. But basically it's almost like a half to half ratio depending on the quality of the paint that you're using. And you mix it together, and I'll have to do a nice little close up here, but it's textured. It has almost like a sandy type of feel to it. Nothing comes off. It's all intact. This is actually my first commissioned piece of painting. This is actually my first commissioned painting, so that is very cool. This painting is actually based off of a mass-produced painting that we saw at the at-home store, and instead of buying that and supporting a printer, not a real person, I'm like, hey, why don't I just paint that for you? And not to toot my own horn, but I think it looks a lot better than the one that was at the store. I really love all of the colors. Typically I wouldn't do a lot of these darker tones, but I really love it, and I think it makes the flowers pop even more. I think it looks so cool. I'll have to like find the exact measurements of this, but it's easily the biggest painting I've ever done. And when I was done with this, I'm like, I just want to paint an actual mural now. I've wanted to forever, of course, ever since Tangled came out in 2010. I'm like, I want to paint my walls. I'm surprised I never did. That's pretty crazy, but that movie really, really, really had an impact on me. Like, wow. Anyways. Oh, I'm glad I'm remembering this now. So this is not my last painting I have to show. However, I can't actually show you it like physically, but it is the 4 cubby drawer thing that I painted, and I actually made a 4-part mini series for that as well. So the first one is a beautiful, of course, sunset ocean wave thing. The second one I did was like a mystical, magical, glowing neon mushroom thingy at nighttime, very psychedelic feels. Then the third one I did was inspired by the Mamma Mia movies, of course, and I painted Olive in the window. And then the most previous one that I did is a biblically accurate angel in a rainbow eye overlooking the sunset on the water. And then I also did like a little like grand finale that I did with that 4th episode, the 4th cubby, and I repainted a tiny side mural on the side of the cubby system. So again, if you would like to see those up close and personal and see the entire process for those paintings, I will have all 4 of those linked down below. It's a whole little mini series separate from this art tour series, so go check that out if you want. But finally, I do think that this will conclude the first part of my art tour series, which is all about my paintings. I've been meaning to do this for almost 2 years now, maybe even more, and I just kept putting it off because I don't really have a valid reason. But I'm glad that the train finally left Procrastination Station, and now I can hopefully get rid of some of these not so fabulous paintings and hopefully make a buck or 2 off of them, hopefully more. I'm very proud of myself for continuing this passion over the years. There have been so many times where I've just wanted to give up, not even with painting, just photography, drawing, life. I'm proud of myself for continuing. It's such a fun hobby and I can't wait to paint even more. I'm not sure when I will get to this painting here that isn't even really a painting. I need to do that. I don't know when, but if you guys would like to see the process of this, I've never done like a portrait painting video like this, so that could be fun. If you want to see that, let me know. If not, then I'll just do it on my own time. I do have many more art-based videos planned aside from this series as a whole. Like I said, I want to make more of these bleach painted shirts. I have a few ideas for that. For the rest of the series, just off the top of my head, of course, we have photography. I want to do something with all of the embroidery and sewing that I've done over the years. I want to do sculpture. I have my ceramics that I have. Oh, my drawings and my coloring pages. I think that might be it. I think. That's just off the top of my head. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very excited to continue this. But I think for my next video, I'm going to get started on a very fun Valentine's Day makeup look slash cosplay. But yeah, I want to thank you all so much for joining me. If you have not already, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. That really helps me out more than you know. And be sure to answer the pinned comment down below. Answer the question in the pinned comment down below. If I haven't already said this or shown this on the screen, also, please, I urge you to check out the very important links down below in the comments, in the description of this video, and in my bio. They are always there for you to check out. Please continue to educate yourself and do not stay silent on what is happening in the world around you. Use your voice, use your privilege, and use your platform for good. Now, I gotta put all these paintings back from where they came from, and then I think I'm gonna take a nap if that hot dog doesn't come right back up. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.
I had 4 biscuits and I ate 1. Then I only had 3.